This video is an entry for the Classy Whale One-Line Wonders contest, but it's also one I've wanted to make since I started this channel. I'm focusing on a line I've used since childhood and continue to use today. It's not flashy, perhaps not internationally renowned, and certainly not perfect, but it's a venerable workhorse for the people it serves. Today, I'm talking about the PATCO. The Port Authority Transit Corporation, or PATCO, high-speed line, connects South Jersey with Philadelphia. Unsurprisingly, it's featured in much of my content, as it's arguably the best transit link between the two. Now, I could go deep into its history and operations, but other creators have already done a great job of that. Since it is my favorite and most used line, I'll focus on what it is, its strengths and weaknesses, and what makes it special. A short bit about its history. The line as we know it today has existed for 55 years, connecting the former Pennsylvania Reading Seashore Line right-of-way from Lindenwold, New Jersey, with the Bridge Line, originally run by the predecessor of the Delaware River Port Authority, the agency operating the PATCO and multiple bridges of today. So, what makes the PATCO a good line? For starters, in its time the PATCO has had precisely two car designs, cause Bud don't break. Original Bud designs came from 1969 and 1980, with similar exteriors and minimal internal changes. All vehicles operating today were refurbished from 2011 to 2019. They feature comfortable seating, information screens, and visual next stop displays. Automated announcements are made by Bernie Wagonblast.
Collingswood Station next. Collingswood.
She's a traffic radio reporter who has also provided voiceover to the Newark and JFK air trains, PATH Port Authority phone systems, and most iconically, the New York City subway.
Downtown Local 1 train to South Ferry. Approaching the station, please stand away from platform edge.
At stations, ongoing upgrades have improved the accessibility and appearance. More recently, the next train arrival screens on platforms, which work most of the time, have been a helpful addition. Did I mention that the maximum fare has been $3 to ride the entire line for several years? Future improvements include the reopening of the former Franklin Square station near Philadelphia's Chinatown and Old City sections, plus modernization of the fare collection system. The city's long-term transit planning indicates a strong desire to extend the PATCO westward to offer a one-seat ride from New Jersey to the hospitals and colleges of University City. Now, all of these things make the line good, but it's not without its flaws. Compared to more well-known systems, including in Philadelphia, its off-peak, reverse trip, and weekend headways are not as frequent, particularly in the evenings and early mornings, though it should be noted that service continues 24/7. Also, cleanliness took a dip in recent years, but has been improving. On to the largest elephant in the room, homelessness. Internationally, transit operators become a safe haven for homeless populations, and the Philadelphia area is no different. While there are no simple solutions, one hopes for greater involvement of local governments with multifaceted outreach to ensure the most vulnerable members of our society receive the resources they need. So finally, what makes the PATCO great? At its core, it's a reliable service. While I can't find exact on-time performance data, my experience over many years is that trains run like clockwork nearly all the time, and breakdowns are few and far between, especially compared to other local services. The best part of the line is all that you can access from one train. In New Jersey, one can connect to many large and small transit modes throughout South Jersey, plus many destinations for work or leisure. In Philadelphia, it's easy to connect to essentially all of the SEPTA network, the airport, and buses or trains throughout the country. On top of that, the line reaches numerous popular destinations around Center City. Whether you're going for work, shopping, food, tourism, a sporting event, a show, or just to hang out, one modest train can take you to so many places. So to me, that's what makes the PATCO great. It has always been a dependable way to explore a vast area, and there are countless places to visit.
Broadway Station next. Access to Cooper University Hospital, Rowan University, Camden County Community College, and connections with New Jersey Transit Bus and River Line service.
If you made it this far, thanks for watching this love letter to my favorite line. Follow along for more on transit, food, and culture in the Delaware Valley and beyond.